It's a misplaced priority, and a bad one at that.
Voters said yes to Proposition P, a tax to improve the arch grounds, trails, and parks, but others are still saying no. Members of Vote No on Prop P will meet tonight to consider legal action to stop the tax from taking effect. They say there are bigger issues at stake.
There's no recourse that I have, or that any taxpayer has, in the event that they mismanage the money.
That's Jennifer Bird, a member of Vote No on Prop P. She says the group is not anti-arch or parks or trails like Grants Trail, but Bird says you are just asking for trouble when you have public-private partnerships.
A very big problem is feeding these public-private partnerships. They offer no recourse and no accountability. It really doesn't matter how much they say there's going to be public oversight.
So it's not new.
I took that concern right to Susan Trotman of Great Rivers Greenway, one of the groups overseeing the Prop P money.
I totally disagree. The law is very, very prescriptive in terms of how the money can be spent and how it's overseen and includes annual audits.
Another complaint from the Vote No group, this is just a bad time for more taxes and spending on an issue that is not at the top of the priority list.
You don't get a facelift when you're broke.
There's a lot of challenges right now, a lot of issues that the government is facing, and some would argue that aren't there other things that should be addressed first?
Well, you know, there's need everywhere, but if you look at the history of the arch being developed, those same issues came up from 1935 to 1965. We haven't done anything in 50 years. It's time.
I think they should tackle it with private funds, just as Forest Park Forever did. Go the route of the Statue of Liberty. That was paid for with private funds. That's where we need to be, because we're broke.
Well, as I said, Vote No on Prop P is meeting tonight to consider legal action. We'll let you know, of course, what happens. Meantime, Trotman says the threat of a lawsuit is not going to stop the projects from getting underway. At the top of the list is the cap over Interstate 70 to connect the arch grounds with downtown St. Louis. Second on the list, improvements to the riverfront.
Things get